Welcome back to another Sunday prep day. As every Sunday, I prepare all my veggies for the week. And I will also today make some butternut squash soup. So let's get started with some shallots and some onions. So my menu for today, for lunch, I'm gonna have some sandwiches. I think I have some ham in the fridge for that. And then tonight I'm going to make a Dutch dish called hutspot, which is boiled potatoes, carrots, and onions mashed together. I'm going to have that with some smoked sausage. And then tomorrow for a meatless Monday, I will have a salad for lunch. And then for dinner, I'm going to make some butternut squash soup. I still have some bread in the freezer. And then on Wednesday, I will do, what will I do? I should probably grab my laptop because that's where I have my menu, and that's also where I break down all the veggies that I need for that. So let me just grab my laptop. So yeah, I have my menu written down, and from there I split out all the veggies I need and everything. So on Tuesday for lunch, I'm going to do a low-carb stir-fry. I'll see what kind of meat I have in the freezer. Could be pork, could be chicken. And then for dinner, I'm going to do some Korean tacos. And then on Wednesday, I have some Brussels sprouts that were left over from the other day. So I need to use those up. So I'm just going to quarter them, and then I'm going to stir fry them with some bacon, maybe some onion, garlic, chilies, that kind of stuff. And then for dinner, I'm going to do some chicken fajitas, because I'll have some tortillas left over from Tuesday, so I want to use those up with another meal. And then on Thursday, I still have some pork tenderloin, so I'm going to have that with some green beans, I think. I was going to look for asparagus, but they didn't have them at the market, so I just settled for some green beans. And then for dinner, I'm going to make some pasta. So I have some beef. I have a lot of canned tomatoes. So I'll just make my own sauce with some nice veg. And I don't know what shape I'm going to use yet, but I have plenty of pasta in the pantry. So yeah, I just cut up the red onion and the shallot into little half rings for the fajitas, for the stir fry, for the pasta, the shallots as well. And then I'm going to do these yellow onions for the soup and for the hutspot, because I don't want red in that, I just want the white from the onion. So there we go. And then we'll do some garlic. So the garlic is going to go in the fajitas and in the soup. Alright, let's do some carrot. I'll actually peel it this time. So this carrot is going to go in the hutspot. It's going to go in the soup, and I'll probably use it a little bit for the stir fry as well. And then we have some celery for the soup. I'm just gonna cut that pretty coarse. Some cucumber for salad. This is just the Persian cucumber. I've liked using those recently, just been favoring those. And well, let's get started on the butternut squash. So in Dutch, we call the butternut squash a bottle pumpkin, flespompoen. So that makes me wonder, like, what's the distinction between a squash and a pumpkin? Because in Dutch, we don't distinguish really between the two. But in American English and British English, you do. So, like, I have a spaghetti squash over there. Like, we would call that a pumpkin. But you call it a squash. So what makes something a squash and what makes something a melon? I'm kind of curious. Anyway, we moved on to some peppers for the fajitas, for the stir fry, and I like putting some on my salad as well. That's why I'm doing these little half rings. I'm just doing a couple of different colors just for variety's sake. So I have some red, some orange, and some, well, this kind of between a yellow and a green. And I always use these pointy peppers. They're sweet peppers. They're not chilies, but they are like shaped like a big chili. So I don't use the square one as much, like the regular bell pepper. These are nice and thin. And we'll do some chilies. These are mild, so I'm leaving the seeds in. I like a bit of spice. And then we have some potatoes for the hutspot. Now that we're going into like winter time, I think I'm gonna do some more Dutch dishes that are basically like potatoes mashed with some kind of vegetable. Like I did sauerkraut the other day, and today I'm doing hutspot. I think next week might do something with like cheese, bacon, and leek. So do a bit like a Dutch thing. So we're making good progress here. Next I have some Brussels sprouts. I'm just gonna have maybe quarter. It'll depend on the size. But yeah, these I'll just stir fry with some bacon. And probably some chilies, onions, and garlic. And then we have some green beans that we're going to top and tail. Those are going to go with some pork tenderloin. So let's just work through that real quick. And then last thing, while we're heating up the Ninja Foodi, I just have some parsley left over. So that's just going to go in the soup for a little bit of flavor. So just get some oil in. And we'll just start making our soup. So we have our yellow onion. A little bit of garlic. Some carrot. Our celery. Add some salt. And we'll saute this a bit before we add the butternut squash. You know what, we'll add a little bit of chili as well because I like some spice. And now we'll add our squash. Add our parsley. And add some water. And I'm just going to switch that to slow cook. Put the lid on, and I'm gonna clean up a bit and wait for that to be finished. So I think I'll end it here. The soup is gonna be on for the next 4 hours, just on slow cook. So, and when that's done, when everything is tender, I'm just gonna blend it with my stick blender, immersion blender. So all I have to do tomorrow for dinner is heat that up, and I'll have that with some bread, I think. If you like this, I do this every single Sunday. I always prepare all my veg, and sometimes I make extra things like soup or other things. So if you like this, there's a playlist, and please consider subscribing, leave a comment, and thank you for watching. Until next time, bye for now.